Recently, there is a documentary is going on in India. BBC is trying to destroy the Narendra Modi and doing the Sanatana Dharma, who is leading gurus are there. Especially, we are seeing BBC doing the bad documentary on him. So, what do you think? Why you started this documentary? And before doing this interview, please introduce yourself to our subscribers, please.
It's a wonderful place to start. Thank you. So, my name is Satish Sharma. I live in the United Kingdom. I was born here in Bharat, in Punjab, a long time ago, before you were even conceived. I've been around a long time. I've been in the UK for almost 60 years.
Okay.
In that time, I have been in multiple professions, financial, IT, and things like this. But my interest and my work has always been to do with our history, our Sanskriti, our Shastra, our teaching, and the incredible body of wisdom that we have accumulated. So I have an advantage in that I can speak in the English language and know a little bit about our Sanatana Dharma. And so I happily talk about these issues outside of Bharat.
So basically, Satish, you have born and brought up in India.
Ji.
When did you shifted to UK?
7 years old.
So now you're currently staying and you're about to UK or you're...
Well, I'm very lucky because my family had strong connections with Bharat all the time. So we used to come back regularly. And we still have very good connections in Punjab, which is where I was born. And so all of the utsavs, all of the tyohar, we celebrated here. Mundan Sanskar, all of these things. My children had their Mundan Sanskars here. We've done the yatras to Chintapurni, Jwalaji and the Kumbh Mela and everything. So we're very much established in being here as well.
How come, why did you started the documentary BBC on Trial?
So many reasons. The BBC is very powerful. It has always been very powerful. And its charter is a magnificent piece of work. It defines the highest standards, the greatest ethics, the morality, so beautifully and perfectly sculpted. But we noticed that in one area, those charter ethics and morality were thrown out of the window, especially to do with anything relating to Bharat, relating to Bharatiya history, and relating to Sanatana Dharma in particular. They have developed an incredible skill, an ability to curse while smiling and pretending to be friends. And they were doing this increasingly since 2014. So we noticed this, and I've been in touch with them at the highest levels, spoken with the Director General's office, and he arranged for me to have meetings with their heads of all the departments, but they didn't change at all. And so it became apparent to us that they were not interested in evolving and developing a good relationship. So they had an agenda, and we decided to find out what that agenda was. The documentary is the culmination of the research, and I think in the evidence we've proven that the BBC does not follow its charter, that the BBC's primary goal is not to entertain, educate.
So you mean to say whatever the documentaries did by the BBC, it's a false or what on Narendra Modi?
It's propaganda. It's carefully sculpted propaganda. Its intention is to create a particular image and an impression in the minds of the person who watches them. And it's not to report factual truth and events. It highlights certain small aspects whilst diminishing very big important aspects. For example, it highlighted the suffering of the Muslim community after 2002, implying that Narendra Modi was personally responsible. But it completely missed the fact that the Congress government was in power, that the Supreme Court investigated him and exonerated him of all guilt. So that's something you would want to mention. They missed it completely. And they do this with everything to do with reporting on Bharat, Sanatana Dharma especially, and BJP especially. We've seen this increase since 2014.